so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And he returns this to the 22. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. First and 10, Taylor now. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He'll get this up to about the 44. The Browns at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Handoff up the middle. Hunt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Now that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Watson. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
We've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on the first series. They're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And taken right on the 30.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to...
Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they can't throw it all the time, but you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Brought down at the 20. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now a throw here to his running back. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. He's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try to blow up there?
We just seen it. I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Watson now to throw. He's got his man, Thornton. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays we're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They run the option on second down.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Tyquan Thornton,
56 yards.
And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he gets it up past the 35.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Left side, he finds Pierce.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown, Colts!
Alec Pierce
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great effort there. Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he's going to handle Brown's first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Watson off play action. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Right side, Thornton with it.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
That'll be caught. It's Isabella. Touchdown. Andy Isabella. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. On the out route, he's got Thornton. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. They might go into him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Slide, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That's Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker who got in and dropped him to the turf. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Quiddy Pay. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
And here comes Westbrook. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57.
And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a dump off here complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, fourth quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Glenn Newsom. And the Browns are right back in this football game. The Browns drive about to get started.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go on to the... try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. throw here out of the gun. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 8. To the right side, complete to Taylor. A solid stiff arm. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Running straight ahead, Taylor. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Cleveland, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.